Alright, so this is the video of aquascaping. So I'll be putting in the sand and aquascaping, basically showing you me structuring how my aquascaping look, and I'll be speeding up the video, but you'll see me for the whole time that it takes, and I'll tell you guys at the end how long it took me to do, and hopefully it comes out great and it doesn't take too long, but hopefully I have fun in the process. Alright, so I actually saw this read instructions before use, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. I'll go ahead and just roll it up and then you guys can pause the video and read it. I thought I'd show you the directions on this pack since they look a little bit different. I'll show you general use. And then here's the front of the bag. So just as a reminder, I'm using 40 pounds of sand in total. I'll tell you guys how deep of a sand bed it is, and I'm not sure I'm going to use the Biocube clarifier because I'm not in any rush for the water to get clear since it has to cycle anyways. So I'm probably just going to let it sit and clear on its own, and if it doesn't within 2 weeks, then I'll use the packets, but otherwise I probably won't be using them. That looks like a really deep sand bed for what the kind of tank that I have, but the water isn't in, and by touching it and pushing it down I could see that there's actually a lot of air, and so it'll compress and it won't be so thick. I could definitely feel the difference in the grain sizes. The Fiji pink, more of it stuck to my hand, like my hand was really full covered with it, and the oolite sand wasn't sticking as much, and it was you could feel that it was really thin and really small. I forgot the exact grain sizes, but I'll let you guys know what they are. what I'm gonna be going with. It didn't take very long, as you can see in the video. And this is 25 pounds. I think I made enough places for the fish to hide if they like, but I can still have an angle at every place that I could see them if I want. And I think I have a good place too. This should be able to fit all the corals that I want to put in here. And I was thinking maybe put some green star polyp right there. Plenty of space for zoanthids. I don't know what's going to go on the very top, but I'll figure that out. Some place for a hammer coral, torch coral, and others from the Euphyllia family. And we're back. And here's what it looks like when I have the water inside the tank. So I actually got one more piece of rock. I don't know if you guys can see it that well. But that's the one that I got to seed the tank so I could get some coralline algae. And I think I'm gonna break it and then put little pieces around, but I'm not completely sure yet, so I'm gonna see. Most likely I will, and I'll be back. Of the rubble rock. The rest of this I'm just gonna put in the back by the heater. Okay, so this is my rock here. This is what it looks like. I'll go ahead and explain to you guys what I was thinking when I was putting it together. I wanted the rocks to have the most surface area touching the water, which means less of the rocks either on top of each other or less of the rock touching the sand. And I got the purple rock, which is Eco Live Rock. At least that's what the store fish owner told me. And I think actually I was looking online and it said that it was real reef rock is what they carry. And it's basically painted purple and it's man-made, but it does contain pink and purple coralline algae. So that's good. That's what I was looking for, so that I could seed the tank and the rest of my dry rock could pick up some of that algae too. Although I could have waited and gotten some coral, and then the coral probably would have had some of the coralline algae either on the coral plug or on just around on it that it's been in the tank that it was in, and that could have spread. You don't need a lot, just any little bit, and it'll eventually grow and fill the tank. So if you see any of that spongy weird stuff floating around in the water, it's because I added 2 pieces of shrimp, or actually it was 1 shrimp that I split up into 2 pieces. Just a regular shrimp from the market, and the reason I did that was to start my cycling, and I'll talk more about that in the next video.
Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.